Hi everyone, Lindsay here from Parent Schools. Very excited to do our first Facebook Live webinar about enrollment. So we will get it in a minute or two. I want to give people time to log into Facebook and start asking questions. At some point in this presentation, I'm going to share my screen and show you our enrollment slide deck. So when I do that, you can still ask questions, and then my colleagues will be answering your questions in the comment section. So that is how this is going to work. We're going to cover the round one March plan. We're going to go over the May placement process. We're going to talk a little bit about parent view and hopefully get all of your questions answered. If you're not able to tune into this video live, that's okay. You can watch it at another time. We are also going to post it on YouTube, and we will send you that once we do that. At 11 o'clock this morning, we're going to be in the same Facebook Live presentation in Chinese. And at noon today, at 12, we'll be doing the same presentation in Spanish. Sorry, I'm getting a message from my colleague wanting to know if this is working. So hopefully you guys can see this. If somebody wants to send us a comment, that would be great. So we know that this is actually working. So we will get started on the presentation very soon, once we know that people are logged on and able to see everything. So again, just to repeat what I was saying, we're going to do the Chinese at 11 and we're going to do it in Spanish at noon. This video, thank you, Sabine, for saying it's working. So someone just asked how parents can get a code to enroll on Parent View. That's a great question. The district SFUSD sent everybody a letter in the mail with their activation code. If you did not get that code, then contact the district directly, and my colleagues will give you the email to contact them, and they will email you within 3 business days activation code. Hopefully, Roberto, that is your question. Okay, so we're going to give it like 1 or 2 more minutes before we start the second presentation. So I'm Lindsay. I work for Parents for Public Schools. I'm the enrollment coordinator. I also have 3 children in SFUSD, and this was a big enrollment year for our family. We have a child transitioning from 5th grade to middle, and also a child transitioning from 8th grade to high school. So for all of you out there that are a little nervous or having some anxiety about the enrollment process, I 100% understand what you're going through. I too am going through it. We just got our March placement letters in the mail. So we were very excited about our placements. They're on their list, which was great news. I'm also going to go over with you, if you don't get something on your list, how you can proceed and get a school that's your family's needs. So that being said, I think I'm going to share my screen now, and I'm going to show you our enrollment presentation. I won't be able to see your questions, but my colleagues are also on Facebook right now to hopefully answer any questions you have during the presentation. Once I'm done with the slide deck, I'll come back onto Facebook to be more engaged with you, and we will go from there. Okay, so let's give this a try. I'm going to see if I can show you presentation. Okay, start at the beginning. This is May placement and beyond. You received your letters from SFUSD. Some feedback from colleagues that they're answering your questions. I guess there's some delay, so be patient. We'll get your questions answered. If we don't the presentation, then we will make sure to answer all your questions afterwards, and it'll live on Facebook. So, with your placement, hopefully, and you can accept that and tell you how to move forward. So, parents, for proposals, we do a few different things. Also, in addition to helping families navigate, we also have a lot of family, and we help families. We help advocate for families. We help families become members of your school's community. We help families understand education policy and decision making. We do not work for SFUSD, small nonprofit, but we try to be the voices of the family. I am not screen sharing, so let's see. Not. It says that I am. All right. Hopefully it is screen sharing. Teresa, if you could just send me a saying that it is or is not, that would be cool. Telling me that you can see my deck. Let's keep going and see if. Okay, so today we're going to talk what to do when you receive your March placement letter. School and family hardship appeal. We're going to talk about wait pool rounds, open enrollment, and for the families after rounds are over. To see if you can see my. Okay, so I'm hearing from see the slide deck. Stop sharing my screen, and I'm just going to talk about everything that needs to happen right now. I apologize for the technical difficulties. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the slide deck and turn it into a PDF and post the slide deck for you on Facebook so you can see everything that we're about. That being said, I'm going to go over the deck. You just won't be able to see it. Okay, so again, apologies for the technical difficulties. This is new for all of us. I wish we were together in person having this discussion, but we're going to do our best. So you received a letter in the mail with your March placement. If you received one of your top choices, congratulations. You register for your school online April 10th. You will lose your spot if you not register. So please register for the school assigned. You are still eligible to apply for May placement or round 2, but you need to register to hold a spot. So we encourage all families to register. If you received a school that you would prefer a different school, we still want to register for the one that you are assigned, and then you're going to go into the May placement or round 2. When you go into May placement or round 2, you only want to put choices that you want more than the one that you are assigned, because during May placement, they're not going to ask if you want one or the other. They're just going to give you one on your May placement. So make sure that you only list the school you want more than the one that you were assigned in the first placement. So in order to accept your offer, also to go into May placement, because of everything going on right now, you don't go to the schools, you don't go down to EPC. It's all done online. So to accept your offer on Parent View, you use the activation code that the district sent you to set up your Parent View account. and you go to the screen that says accept offer, and then you have to scroll down and change response to the school assignment. It's a little confusing because it doesn't look like it changes, but it actually change, and it says yes. The reason why you can keep going back in to make changes is because you're allowed to make changes until April 10th. April 10th is the deadline to accept your offer and to turn in your placement round 2 application. So I know my screen is not, and I understand that. Hopefully you can still see me, and I'm going to share slide deck after the presentation. It says I keep cutting out. Okay, sorry for the technical difficulties. We're going to make sure that you get all this information afterwards. So in order to fill out the May placement application, which is the round 2, it's through Parent View, but you start at a different place. So you go to the link that we're going to send you to enroll for the May placement. You still use your Parent View username and password. It's Parent View, but you start in a different place than you do to accept your offer. You go to enroll, and that's for the online application for May placement, which is round 2. And again, to reiterate, we want you to accept the first offer. You don't lose your spot, and you can still go into round 2 May placement. And you only want to put schools on your second round, your May placement application, that you want more than you received in the first one. If you don't register for the school that you were assigned in March placement in round 1, and then you don't do anything on your May placement application, you will not school at all. They won't just randomly assign you a school. That's why it's very, very important that you register by April for the school that you were assigned, even if you're going into round. If you have not received a letter from the district, then you need to call EPC at 415-241-6085, and they will send you another letter, or you can email them at enrollinschool@sfusd.edu. March placement letters went out the week of March 23rd. May placement letters go out the week of May 18th. If you have a medical appeal or a family hardship, that form is also available online now, and we will send you the link to that. That is due April 10th and needs to also be submitted with a round 2 application. Medical appeals and family hardships are not things that are common to everybody, like my kid gets car sick or asthma or something really common. It's a real hardship, a real medical hardship or family. So there's an application for that. You need some doctor's note or some type of letter to do a hardship appeal. So after round 1, which is the March placement we're in right now, and then we go May placement, which is round 2. After those you go through, and let's say you get your letter the week of the end of May for May placement. If you're still not happy with your assignment, you choose one school to go into a round. And then they will do a weight pool pick in June, and then they do it again in August. But you can only choose one school, and it has to be something that you want more than what you already assigned. And they will let you know. And the June weight carries over to August, so you don't have to resubmit in August. However, if you want to pull your name out of the weight pool round, you need to let EPC know. You can email them, or hopefully by then go in person. So if you decide that you're moving, or you've decided to take a different route in your education and you're not doing public, you need to let them know that you want your name pulled out of the weight pool. Okay, somebody suggested that I turn video off and just go audio. It might help the quality. I will do that right now. Thank you, Noah, for the question. Let's see, how do I turn my video off? All right, sorry, Noah, that's a great suggestion. I just figure out how to do it. Okay, just talking about wait pool rounds. A lot of families also apply to charter schools. Schools have a separate process, and you can get accepted into an SFUSD public school and a charter school, and then you have to decide which direction you're going to. So just to recap, some important dates. Right now, March 23rd through April 10th is the March placement, round 1. April 10th, May placement, round 2 applications are due, and also appeals and family medical hardships. Applications are due April 10th, and make sure to register by April 10th on Parent View. Turn down the volume, perhaps, is what I'm hearing. The week of June 17th, the June wait application letters will be received. In August 12th, August deadline. And then there's a lot of movement that happens the first 10 days of school. So if you're still in the wait pool, your child could start at one school and you could get notified if a spot opened up at another school. If you really want that one wait pool school, you can stick with it all the way the first 2 weeks of school. Go a spring transfer period. So let's you started at one school, but you still want to transfer your child to another school. Those applications can be turned in between September and November 13th. That would start on January 4th because after winter break is considered spring semester. Sorry for all the technical difficulties I'm hearing in the comments. I don't know how to troubleshoot that right now while we're live, but we will figure out a way to get you this information. We will post it on YouTube. We can create another video too if we need to. Let's see, what else have we not covered yet? Okay, so we've gone over accept your offer by April 10th. If you're going into round 2, May placement, do that April 10th as well. Those are both through Parent View. And we're also going to send you links of how you can get connected with us, whether it's through Remind, or Facebook, or Twitter. We are on YouTube. We also chat. So we'll make sure that we send you all that information. And I'm going to log this presentation and get back onto Facebook to see if I can better help. I'm hearing from a lot of they're having issues with the video and the audio. I apologize. Everybody's internet seems a little bit wonky today. Perhaps that it's because every single person on the internet because we're all working from home. I'm going to pause here and see if I can take people's questions about the process. I would like to reiterate to Parent View that there's the Parent View that you go into to accept the offer. And then if you're going to do the online application for the May placement, it is also Parent View, but it starts at a different link. And we'll make sure that you have that to get your May placement online application. A lot of families are asking where they can apply. It's still Parent View, you just have a different starting point. It's still your username and password. Okay, John says, if you don't like the school you are assigned in March, should you enroll anyway while you wait to apply to? Yes, good question, John. We recommend that you enroll in that school and still go into round 2 May placement because that saves you a spot at a school in the district. There is a risk having no school assigned to you if you don't register for that first assignment into May placement. So yes, still ready for that school. You're not taking another child's spot. When they do the round 2, when they do the May placement logarithm, moves kids around to get a higher priority a choice that they want. Okay, another question. We received the assignment to Lowell, and we also received an email from Soda. Can the kid change her mind and switch to Soda and two? I don't completely understand that because you should have only been assigned one school, either Lowell or Ruth Asawa School of the Arts. So, UN, we might need to talk to you offline and help individually on that one, because only one school should be assigned to your child. All right, any other questions for the moment? And again, I apologize for the technical difficulties. We're gonna either do it and post it better. We'll make sure that it's on YouTube as well, and that you guys have all of the links and information you need to go forward. Just make sure that you do all of this by April 10th. That's the line for accepting your offer and going into the May placement, which is round 2. Okay, thanks, Yuan. You can email us at info@ppssf.org and we'll get back to you today. Okay, any other questions that I can help you guys with for this? Also, I don't know, you probably already know this, but for placement, which is round 2, the priorities, like the tiebreaker algorithm, they stay the same. So you still have sibling priority, you still have equal priority if you're going into middle school. All of those things still remain the same going into the next round. Oh, so Lisa just asked that. Is the May assignment process the same as the March one, where you're essentially in a separate lottery for each school list, and then you are assigned to the one that you ranked the highest? Yes, exactly. So Lisa may or may not have attended another one of our workshops where we talk about this. So what it is that you put on your application your choices, but then each school has its own process of choosing based off of the algorithm, which has the sibling tiebreakers and the feeder school tiebreakers and the CTIP low test score areas, all of those priorities. So that happens again in round 2. So on the back end of things that we don't see in the algorithm world, your child could technically be chosen for multiple schools. You're going to be assigned the one that's highest on your list. So to reiterate, when you're going into May placement, which is round 2, only put the schools that you want more than the one that you are assigned to, because the district won't call you and give you a choice between school A or B. It will give you the one that you requested on your placement application. It'll automatically switch you. Then when you receive your letter in May, you will register your child at that school. What if I do not want to accept the assigned school because it's scored a 1 out of 10 in academics? So a parent or caregiver is asking, what if I don't accept it? We still recommend that you accept the offer and then go into the May placement round. We don't want you to completely lose spot in SFUSD. Easier to navigate through the round and the weight pools if you have a school assignment. If you don't have a school assignment, then you have to go down to the ED in August and just see what's available. You're kind of like out of the system at that point. So we do want you to register for your first school, even if to try to get a school higher on your list. Okay, how do you cancel the registration if you decide to go after round 2? That's a great question. Thank you for asking. Please let EPC know that you are no longer going to be in SFUSD, and you can do that by calling them or by emailing them, and that will give a spot to another child that's waiting for that. Great question. Are there any statistics on the placement period? I have seen them for round 1 or anything on round 2. Good question, Chris. I don't know. We can send a link to the data from last year. For the enrollment, which that's probably what you're referring to, I don't know if they have any data on round 2 on placement. But we will look into that for you and let you know, Chris. Thank you for asking. All right, you guys have one questions. Hopefully you can hear me and or see me, and we're getting your questions answered. All of these questions and answers will remain in a thread for you to go back and look at, and we're going to send you links to all of the you need to go to. EP has done a wonderful job trying to get this information out. This whole online process was meant to really go live until the fall, but because of all of the current events, they had to change this entire process. So they are working very hard to streamline it for everybody. It hasn't been easy, but they have some great resources on the SFUSD site with some FAQs, with a bunch of instructions on online application, accepting your offer. So we'll make sure that you have those links as well. Okay, what date are we noted for May placement? Good question. Let me pull that up for you. Leave my screen for a second. I can pull up the placement by April. Letter will go out to well defined. The letters are going to go out. Parents will be great. I will keep looking. Gosh, I choose too. Placement will go out. So of May 18th, you'll have to enroll. So whose question was that? Leslie, did you get that? The letters will go out around to May placement, May 18th, and then you'll have to enroll in this by May 29th. You'll have 2 weeks. Okay, let's see. Any other questions? We're about to log off, but that doesn't mean we're going to stop answering your questions. And you can always email us directly at info@ppssf.org. It's for Public Schools San Francisco. And we will answer your questions. We can work with you one-on-one. I'm always happy to jump on a phone call with you if that's helpful. We also have colleagues that speak other languages. So if you want assistance in Cantonese or Mandarin or Spanish, we offer those services as well. At 11 o'clock today, we're going to go live on Facebook for the Chinese version workshop, and hopefully Christina has less technical difficulties than I do. And at noon today, we're going to do a Spanish version. SFUSD is also doing a Facebook Live at 1 o'clock today from the SFUSD Facebook page. And then they're also offering a Zoom workshop at 1 o'clock today. Both SFUSD's Facebook Live at 1 o'clock and their Zoom workshop at 2 are in English. But everything on the SD website is also able to be translated. I'm going to see if there's any questions. All right, you guys. Sandra has a question. Could you also not get chosen in any of your schools listed in round 2? Yeah, it's a possibility, which is why we want you to enroll for that first assignment that you got in March. If you don't get anything in your round 2 May placement application, and you still want a school more than the original one, then you go into the wait pool, and there will be a June wait pool round and an August one. But it's to that, Sandra, contact us and we can help you with that process as well. But only put on your May placement round 2 that you want more than your first one, please register for your schools by April 10th. Let us know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, and we are here to help. So thank you guys for tuning in today. I apologize for technical difficulties, and we will talk to you. Okay, thanks so much.